What if I told you that one motorcycle has been quietly embarrassing bikes that cost twice as much for nearly 3 decades, and Suzuki just made it even better for 2026? Yeah, the SV650 is back, and this time it's not playing around. Welcome to Moto Metrics. Today, we're breaking down the all-new 2026 Suzuki SV650. Design, performance, tech, ride feel, and whether this thing is actually worth your money. Stick around, because by the end of this video, I'm going to tell you exactly who should buy this bike and who should absolutely walk away. Let's get into it. First, let's talk about why the SV650 even matters. Because look, the middleweight segment is absolutely packed right now. You've got the Yamaha MT-07, the Kawasaki Z650, the Honda CB650R. There is no shortage of options. So why are people still lining up for an SV650 in 2026? Simple. Suzuki figured out something that a lot of manufacturers keep getting wrong. Balance. Not too heavy, not too light. Not too aggressive, not too boring. The SV650 has always sat right in that sweet spot, and the 2026 version refines that recipe without ruining what made it great. Think of it like your favorite burger joint. You don't want them adding truffle oil and a sourdough bun. You just want the burger. The SV650 is that burger. Now, design. And this is where things get interesting. Suzuki didn't go crazy with the 2026 refresh, and honestly, good. The SV650 gets sharper bodywork, a more aggressive front fascia, and updated LED lighting all around. Full LED headlight, tail light, and turn signals. It looks meaner, more intentional, like it's been hitting the gym since the last time you saw it. The fuel tank retains that classic twin-spar frame aesthetic with a slightly more sculpted shape, and the seat height stays at a very approachable 31.7 inches, which means if you're a newer rider, you're not going to be tiptoeing at every red light like you're balancing on a tightrope. Color options for 2026 include a stunning metallic Triton blue, a clean pearl glacier white, and a matte black that honestly looks like something out of a comic book, in the best way possible. But okay, let's be real. Nobody buys an SV650 for the paint job. They buy it for what's under the tank. The 2026 SV650 carries over its legendary 645cc V-twin engine. And before you say carryover engine boring, hold on. This motor is still one of the most characterful power plants in the entire middleweight class. That 90-degree V-twin configuration gives you a torque delivery that's punchy, responsive, and genuinely fun in a way that inline fours just can't replicate at this price point. You're looking at around 75 horsepower and 47 pound-feet of torque. Now, those numbers might make some sport bike guys snicker, but here's the thing. This engine pulls hard from low RPMs, which means in real-world riding, city commutes, canyon carving, weekend blasts, it feels significantly quicker than the spec sheet suggests. And speaking of real-world riding, Suzuki has tuned the throttle response for 2026 to feel smoother and more linear, less of that abrupt on-off feeling you got in older SV models. It's a small change, but after a day of riding, your right wrist will thank you. Now, here's where I need to ask you, and be honest, how many times have you bought a piece of gear, a bike, anything, based on specs alone, only to be disappointed the moment you actually used it? Yeah, we've all done it. That's why ride feel matters more than a dyno sheet. And on the 2026 SV650, the ride feel is exceptional. The suspension has been recalibrated front and rear. KYB units doing the work, offering a setup that's compliant enough for daily commuting, but composed enough when you decide to push it through the twisties on a Saturday morning. The brakes are another highlight. Dual 290mm front discs with radially mounted Nissan calipers give you confident, progressive stopping power. No grabbiness, no drama, just stop. Which, when you're doing 80 on the interstate, is exactly what you want. Let's talk tech. Because in 2026, if your bike doesn't have at least a few modern features, people start asking questions. The SV650 gets a fully updated TFT instrument cluster this year. It's clean, it's readable in direct sunlight, and it connects to your smartphone via Bluetooth for turn-by-turn navigation prompts and call notifications. Is it as feature-loaded as something from BMW or Ducati? No, but it's clean, functional, and it doesn't feel like an afterthought. You also get 2 riding modes, A and B. Mode A gives you full power, Mode B softens throttle response by about 25%, which is brilliant if you're still developing your throttle control or if you're riding in wet conditions and you don't want your Sunday to end in a ditch. Traction control is standard, ABS is standard, heated grips are available as a dealer-installed option, which is a nice touch heading into fall and winter riding season. Now, here's where I have to be straight with you, because this is Moto Metrics and we don't sugarcoat things. The SV650 is not perfect. The seat, comfortable for about 45 minutes. After that, you'll be doing the one-cheek shuffle. If you're planning long highway stints, you're gonna want an aftermarket seat or a gel pad, because Suzuki clearly didn't design this thing with a 300-mile day in mind. Wind protection is essentially non-existent. You are in the elements. All of them, all the time. There's a fly screen, but let's be honest, that's more aesthetic than functional. Tall riders above 6'1" might feel slightly cramped in the cockpit after extended rides. And one more thing, fuel range. The 3.7-gallon tank gives you somewhere between 150 and 180 miles before you're hunting for a gas station. Plan your routes accordingly. So, who is this bike actually for? If you're a new rider who wants something that won't immediately try to kill you, but also won't bore you to death 6 months in, this is your bike. If you're an experienced rider coming back after a break and want something light, flickable, and genuinely engaging without a brutal riding position, this is your bike. If you're a commuter who also wants to have fun on weekends without owning 2 bikes, this is your bike. The 2026 SV650 starts at around $7,999 MSRP. In today's market, for everything you're getting, that price is almost aggressive. You'd be hard-pressed to find this combination of performance, reliability, character, and rideability at this price point from any other manufacturer. Suzuki has taken a legend, sharpened its edges, added just enough technology to feel current, and kept everything that made people fall in love with it in the first place. The 2026 SV650 isn't trying to be everything to everyone. It knows exactly what it is, and it does that thing brilliantly. Is it the most powerful bike in its class? No. Is it the most tech-loaded? No. But is it one of the most satisfying motorcycles you can buy right now for under $8 grand? Absolutely, without question. Now, if the SV650 has you fired up, but you're still on the fence about which middleweight is truly the best buy in 2026, I've got you covered. Check out the video on screen right now where we go head-to-head with the top middleweights this year and crown an absolute winner. You do not want to miss it. Hit that end screen and we'll see you in the next one. Moto Metrics. Ride smart.